Hello folks and welcome to Craic News. Today in the studio we have a man with a different bandana for every day of the week. It is Lauxley. How you doing?
Thank you. Oh my God, it's such a pleasure to be here. Not only my first podcast, but this is my first bandana.
This your first bandana ever?
Yep, the first one I ever got as of 5 months ago.
I think you were always a bandana guy.
When I was young, I was a bandana guy.
Because you were dressed up as a parrot when you were young.
Oh yeah, I was always cast as like a parrot in Peter Pan.
Oh yeah,
every Peter Pan they did, I was that crooked little parrot that was sitting on hooks.
Well, awesome. We'll get stuck in talking about gay parrots. We're going to talk about.
I played a very straight parrot.
So we're going to get stuck into Belfast Pride.
Yes.
How do you feel about Pride in Belfast? It's one of the biggest in the island, isn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, sorry. It is the biggest.
It is the biggest.
The biggest with 150 events over 10 days.
Yeah, we finally won up Dublin.
Oh yeah. Well, do you know, Dublin's one keeps getting bigger and bigger every year.
That's only to compete with us.
Because it keeps Dublin and Dublin and Dublin. Oh, sorry. Killed the vibe in the room there.
Lord Jesus.
But as a gay man... Don't.
What? In this economy?
Do you feel like Belfast is a very welcoming city to the LGBTQIA plus community?
Yes, acronyms included, yes.
Yeah.
Even the plus. To put it shortly, I've been to prides here and there. I've seen London. I've even seen the likes of like Pride in South India, for example, like Chennai. Mm-hmm. There's such a stark contrast to what it is. Like London feels so corporate and so large, and there's like 10 million tents with different sponsorships.
Okay.
And Chennai, on the other hand, really does feel like resistance. Like it's just like, okay, we are having to follow down a police cordon.
And would it feel more like a protest?
Close to protest.
Okay.
It's like I was at Pride last year for Belfast, and that was the first time I fully ever enjoyed Pride in its fullest, and I have to thank Belfast for that.
Okay, great. Well, shout out to Belfast. Belfast is obviously like we're known for like not in a good way, sectarianism, separation, and also religion. But do you feel that during Pride?
For the first time, it's like that cutscene in Super Smash Brothers is like a new challenger, and it's like, and we show up and we're like, what up? Is Pride intersectional in terms of like, okay, yes, we're queer, but we're also Catholic, and we're queer, but we're also Protestant.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't really happen because we all show up for each other, and we're just like, you know what? It doesn't matter what flavor of hate, they're always gonna hate.
Yeah, true.
So let's just band together and stick it through. Okay. Because here's the real secret: if you're queer, it doesn't even matter if you're queer or straight. All the Catholics and Protestants, they low key fucking.
All of them?
They hate fucking.
Oh, you've called us out.
Look, they're all those swear words I've been told I can't use. They're using it at each other in bed. I'm like, oh, this is scandalous. Have you thought, have you tried bonding through other ways? Like, if you have the same like HMRC tax codes or something like that?
Cool. Also, that's really great to hear. So let's move on to politics, because everyone loves talking about politics. Donald Trump back in office. He's not necessarily handing out pride flags.
Understatement. Go ahead.
But I've heard that since he's been back as president, there are some corporations and companies that are putting less funding or stopping their funding into Pride.
It has been the running joke for the longest time that the corporate girlies, they're going to back out any day.
Oh, no.
Because every corporate Pride, it just comes through as like, hello, hunty. Do you want to feel Slay Queen boots this season? But like, yeah, like the moment it Thanos snapped, gone in a second. I'm like,
so it feels more performative.
It feels more performative, like because it just increasingly became like advertising billboard space. Same along like very similar to how you see all that advertising crawling around sports events and venues. It's like at one point in time you're wondering like, this is a hockey game. Like, why is a tractor company? Why is John Deere advertising? You
lived in America as well.
I lived in LA.
You lived in LA, and when did you move from LA to Belfast?
Like the last time I was in LA was 2015, and I had moved to India permanently after that.
So who was the president at the time in 2015? Obama. Okay.
We took one good look at Obama and we thought, yeah, a black man staying for more than 8 years in the same position, they were going to gut the White House.
It's like the pendulum just swung the whole way back, basically.
No, the pendulum swung off, and it's falling into the abyss. Like there's huge communities of people who are Latinx, Latino, Hispanic, but a huge portion of the fact is there's no place for them to point back and say this is home.
Yeah, okay.
Because the communities have become so mingled now.
Yeah.
You can be part Cuban, part Mexican, part Bolivian, part this, part that. And it's like the communities become so enmeshed. The only real identity to preserve there is I'm LA.
Yeah.
I'm American. I'm a dreamer. I've lived.
That's what I always knew about America. Like I went and visited like New York and went to like Ellis Island, and it was just like all different kinds of people looking at like their background and immigration and people coming in. It was always like the American dream was to come from somewhere else and come and find the American dream, no matter like race, color, gender, all that sort of stuff. But coming from LA to Belfast, did you feel like, because there's all been the anti-immigration protests in Belfast too, did you feel like you felt the same here?
It was so weird seeing people protesting it and then flying flags, and the first thing I thought was, check my visa. That government gave it to me. What do you mean?
So you just felt very welcome when you come over? You've had an easy time? Or?
It has been swell.
Oh, nice. Very good.
I've been across the UK here and there. It's been one of the friendliest places.
Oh, awesome. That's brilliant.
In that regard. Irregardless of who's approaching me.
Yeah.
It's been a matter of like, okay.
Because I've always heard that. I've always heard like the other day we had a gig at our Spaniard gig, and someone came over from Australia, and they were walking up the stairs, and I was talking to her, and she was like, why is everyone, she was laughing while she was saying this, but she was like, why is everyone talking to me and saying hello? This is weird. Like, I just came from such and such place where like, it just isn't like that.
The 12th was recently.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of advertising for it. I saw a lot of things for it saying there's going to be stalls, there's going to be this.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thing I thought was, I think Belfast is slowly waking up to the fact like there's a lot of money coming in, there's a lot of people coming in,
yeah.
There's a lot of engagement coming in.
Yeah.
So get your best act together.
Yeah.
Get it together, welcome them all, irregardless, and like let's get this show started. Because if I wasn't working on the 12th, which unfortunately it was, I would have gone. I would have been like, okay, let's see what this is about. Let's see what the vibe is.
You're not allowed on this podcast anymore. I'm gonna joke.
And that's where we cut. But yeah, people were marching and tooting. And
you thought it was. You were just dancing down to the sidewalk.
Pride started early. What the hell?
I always say it's like Pride and Prejudice.
Any Pride and Prejudice. So, if we can give any reason for straight men to finally march and dance and sing.
Well, we talked a bit about doom and gloom there. We're going to move on to more positive things. We'll end with your favourite Pride event, or what you're looking forward to the most this Pride.
Well, the MAC does a lot of events surrounding queer art at this point in time, and all their exhibits are free to view in that regard. You could just go up and see, and they feature queer artists.
Awesome, cool.
And I'm always happy to find any confluence between LGBTQIA plus work and artists.
Okay, cool, awesome.
And all that. So whether it's stand-up, or whether it's singing, or whether it's just artwork viewing and what their experiences and stories have to tell, I'm always
very
here
nice.
for that.
Cool.
Of course, the march itself. I mean, what's there to complain about?
Yeah. What day is that on the
26th?
26th. Awesome. Cool.
26th. What another focus is on there is a lot of focus on trans rights and trans assurance as well this time. Like just keeping people informed of their rights and whatnot. One of my favorite events I attended was the town hall. Weirdly enough, they invited politicians.
City Hall? City Hall?
No, town hall. It's just a town hall event. I call it town hall because it's more like they invite all the councillors from different MPs or councillors from different parties. And last year, the focus was particularly what kind of bills are we passing with regards to trans people in their rights in Northern Ireland. And there were very pointed, stated questions for trans people.
That sounds amazing. And you can check that out on belfastpride.com. And also there
are tons of pamphlets about Belfast Pride. Their socials, their websites is all dedicated to giving you the full spectrum of, no pun intended, full spectrum of information covering the festival. There are a lot of events specifically towards two of the most effective categories in this trying times, which is trans folk in general, and also a lot dedicated to queer women and queer women spaces as well.
Oh, class. Nice. Very good.
Because they need to get the recognition they deserve.
Yeah.
But increasingly, it's become queer aware. Like, we need to discuss about what it means to be a queer woman.
Oh, awesome!
In any space, and particularly what spaces are dedicated to them as well.
Great. So we have you can check that out on the belfastpride.com. You can check it out on the brochure. But also, just before we go, Lauxley Where can we find you in your lovely bandanas?
Just Lauxley.he on my Instagram, and that's the only thing I do for my comedy. Find me there and find me at Cabaret, and keep up with it.
Okay, thank you very much for coming on Crack News, and thank you very much for listening. Woo!